But I gotta say, it felt like, you know, at first I was like, when the hell are they gonna fucking call on me?
How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? You know, you gotta be inclusive, you know what I'm saying? My name is Sean, and this is the channel where we put humanity first. So, the Moderators kneecapped Yang last night in Atlanta. Yeah. He received the smallest speaking time comparatively again, and let me repeat that again. It was a record-breaking 32 minutes before Yang was even allowed to speak. And was even asked redundant questions about Russia. My guess is just to see if he would bite. But really, the Moderators were just abysmal across the board. They didn't even press Pete Booty on his Frederick Douglass campaign corruption endorsement, air quotes, right? They didn't get Warren on her Medicare flip-flop. Biden is obviously off their rocker, and they pivot away to protect him instead of pressing him on his constant gaffes. I mean, that dude looked like his early stages of dementia. I'm being dead serious. You probably should consult a doctor. That poor man. I could go on, but Yang it really got to me. You know, I mean, what happened with him. I do think that Yang could have done a bit better. He was too modest and answered the questions like he's supposed to. But then he should have found a way to pivot and ask Warren, for example, why she's now mimicking a basic income, or why should people trust Sanders, you know, because he supported corrupt Hillary. Once you support corruption, you'll do it again. It's only a matter of time. But you know, how can you get anything out if there's only just mere minutes for you to talk out of a whole 2 hours? They shafted him, you know, period, point blank, full stop. And Yang was in fact asked directly after the debate how he felt about them snubbing him yet again. Let's watch.
ABC had an analysis of speaking time at the debate, and they said you were
the
the last.
right?
What do you think? What do you think is up with that?
Yeah, what is up with that? We should ask MSNBC.
You don't think that they gave you enough time?
Well, you know, I was up there, and you know, the numbers speak for themselves.
They didn't get you till 32 minutes in.
Yeah, it was quite odd.
Do you think it's part of a plan to keep you down, or just coincidence?
Well, I think that the numbers speak for themselves, and you know, and this isn't the first time that people have had this kind of issue with this particular.
So yeah, as you can see, he is definitely hesitant to rock the boat, but even though he is in the crowd and his attention is being, you know, wanted and pulled in every which direction, you can still tell that it's weighing on him as the guy's asking him the question. He wasn't shy about how he felt, that's for sure, but later in the night, whenever he was in the comfort of his our very own Yang Gang, he let loose, and he shows the Moderators exactly how he feels, and you know, he had obviously had some time to reflect. So here, let's take a look at a few snippets from his stump speech in Atlanta directly after the debate.
You know what you all sound like out there? You sound like the opposite of a bunch of MSNBC anchors. I gotta say, that night, I mean, up here, like, it felt great, but I gotta say, it felt like, you know, at first I was like, when the hell are they gonna fucking call on me? I had like my hand up, I tried to butt in, like the rest of it, and I was like, oh man, I'll wait till they come to me, and then, I'm happy to say, though, I got a ton of positive feedback already that once again, with whatever airtime we get, we break through, yeah! It's funny, and you know, what's funny is like the hypocrisy of MSNBC, frankly, is just making us stronger and stronger. You know what I mean? I gotta say, like, you know, in a way, I'm almost grateful. Almost. But I will say, I'm looking forward to the next debate not being moderated by those characters. I mean, come on, at least pretend. You know, if we wait for the networks to anoint us, we'll be waiting forever. That's not the way the Yang Gang rolls, right? The Yang Gang, we make our own energy, we make our own momentum. We anoint our fucking selves, am I right?
So there you have it. You can see how he is finally fed up with the blackout. He's not pulling no punches. He's letting you know how it is. He's talking to you like a normal person. You know, when he's on the debate stage, he looks presidential. When he's with the Yang Gang, he's one of us. And he goes on to describe how they purposefully don't ask about his UBI when all of political America, is watching, even though thousands of people are signing up in the hopes to become one of the few case studies for his UBI freedom dividend. But the fact of the matter is, it's the mainstream media. It's the establishment. Those in power. They don't want what's best for the country, let alone what's best for humanity. And they will skew anyone openly and blatantly to get their way. Hell, they even called on others to interject at their behest, like with Kamala, who is polling less, mind you. Take a look.
Actually into serving the needs of the American people.
Thank you,
right here at home.
Senator Harris, any response?
Oh, sure.
You see, she wasn't going to respond or anything like that. She didn't have her hand up. All the people had their hand up, and they go, "Oh, would you like to respond, Kamala?" And she even laughs about it, like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I will." You know, I mean, thanks for giving me this easy layup. You know, like, man, it just, and he even raised his hand multiple times. Yang did, and the moderators either allowed every other person but Steyer and Yang to answer because of the fact that their hands were raised like every other candidate. You would think that logically they would allow him to interject at least once, but nope, not a single time. Hell, even Steyer got one hand up over Yang, and they let him talk for a little while. And Yang did not get any airtime whatsoever, except for when they asked him a question. Every time he had his hand up, they ignored him, and there was other times where they allowed people to Mr. Biden, you have your hand up, go ahead. Never for Yang, nope. And it was just so obviously what they were doing, and it's kind of sickening. But in the end, it doesn't matter because Yang increases a percent every month without advertising. You know, all word of mouth, online and in the streets. Now that he is dumping huge sums into those early battleground states via ads and, you know, on the ground actual campaigning, the media is obsolete because the Yang Gang will pick up the slack. Just know that, MSNBC, CNN, whoever, we will pick up the slack. And we will get our guy as far as we possibly can. And at the very least, he will be a household name for years to come with the easy layup for next time around, right? We're not going away. And already his name recognition is through the roof. I mean, Yang's Google searches after the debate spiked, and that's just with the limited amount of time he had to speak. You know, a lot of people's probably asking, you know, who's that Asian guy up there? We haven't heard anything from him. I wonder why. Maybe we should look into the media for that. But yeah, so, you know, I'm just glad Andrew is finally sticking up for himself. And let's hope next time, you know, this normal civility that they all have going on with one another ends, because it just won't cut it if you aren't in the top 4. If you're not in the top, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you got to come out swinging, or you're just going to be overshadowed by everybody else because everybody else knows Bernie and Warren and Biden. You know what I mean? And Pete has got so much money. So you really got to come out there and you really got to show these candidates for what they are. Anyway, that's really all I got for today's video. Not today's video, but, you know, this video. And make sure to like and share. I know there's been a lot of notifications here lately, and I'm sorry about that over the last couple of days. It's with the debate, you know what I mean? It's just the nature of YouTube. You want to get as many of these clips out there, you know. And obviously, I think it's important to showcase these other candidates and how either bad or good they're doing, so that, you know, it helps us prepare, you know, in the political battleground, you know, to go head to head against them for Yang, right? And so, anyways, make sure you like and share, you know, and I don't just say that only for my channel growth. I really mean it, because we need to get Yang's message out there, because the media obviously is dead set against helping humanity. Oh, and I also have Discord if you all want to, you know, come hang out with me during my downtime. Link is on the main channel page at the bottom right hand corner of the channel banner. You know, I try not to link Discord directly in the description or in the comments, because every time you link off of YouTube in your videos, the views just tank. YouTube likes to keep everybody on their site, you know what I mean? So those videos just don't do as well. It's just the nature of it. So that's where you can find that. I'll be uploading some more highlights to show, you know, how out of touch some of these candidates are compared to Yang, of course. And I'll be making a video analyzing the piss poor condition of MSNBC's moderators as soon as I possibly can. I've got other videos to come, you know, Elizabeth Warren's flip-flop, Joe Biden's gaffes, the cat fight between Kamala Harris and Tulsi Gabbard, and of course a bunch of other Yang stuff. So, you know, stay tuned next couple days. We got some stuff coming on. But, you know, don't let this debate thing get you down. Yang's optimistic, and we're going to go out there. We're going to kill it, guys. And, you know, but it's all good, though. Like Yang said.
We anoint our fucking selves, am I right?